Are you too old? Are you too old? Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. I got to thinking today about Are You Too Old? If y'all know my story, at age 62, I went back to college. And that's been almost a year now. I started back to college. And y'all know, if you don't know that story, go back and watch one of my videos on it, why I went back to college. And essentially, I went back to college because I felt that I'm an eternal learner, and I didn't go back necessarily for a career move because I already have careers or had careers. I just really went back to be an eternal learner and should be what I felt more productive in my life. Although I've always been productive, I'm a very productive person, but I just added one more layer of productivity and learning in my life. And I'm always learning, whether I'm going to college or whether it's, through books or whether it's through, however, I'm always in the state of learning new things. And I love that. I've always been a learner, so to speak. And so, learning comes in all shapes and sizes. You don't have to go to college to learn. You could take a dancing class to learn, or you could take an art class to learn, or you can teach yourself something, how to cook from a recipe, learning new things. I love learning new things. And so, am I too old to go to college? Absolutely not. When I told people I was going back to college, they said, "What? You're 62 years old. What in the world are you thinking about going to college?" Now those very same people are talking about going back to college too, some of them. And so, I guess I've inspired people, because most people don't think out of the box. They don't think about, well, I could go to college or I could do something, but people put themselves in a box at a certain age. We all do. Oh, I can't do that because I'm too old, and let's say that somebody is single and they want to start dating again. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm too old." Well, they stop themselves from the potential of meeting maybe a new partner, a new romantic partner, at least maybe a new friend. Sometimes we think we're too old to get out there and go to the gym or go exercise. I normally, now the gyms are closed right now during this time, but I belong to a gym. I started back at my gym that I had belonged to for 5 years ago, but I got busy with homeschool and life in general and all the other wonderful things that I was doing. So I usually exercised at home, and I ran and I danced and all that. So I had plenty of fitness, but I decided to go back to the gym. I didn't know anybody at the gym, not really. I remembered a few people, but really didn't know anybody currently. But I went back. Well, my husband and my son go there, but they don't usually go when I go, or if they do, they're off doing their own thing. So I went back, and I love it. I am not too old to go to the gym. And there's a lot of people a lot older than me at the gym. And I work out. I work out at my own pace. I do aerobics, I do machines, I do all kinds of stuff, swimming. I love it all. But go at your own pace in life, is what I believe. And so, am I too old to go back to school? Absolutely not. Am I too old to join the gym? Absolutely not. Am I too old to want great things in life? Absolutely not. Am I too old to travel? Absolutely not. Sometimes we have to accommodate ourselves at different ages because, well, certain things, may have changed. Some people are not as physically active when they're older, and so walking large distances may be a problem. But often they can travel and go on bus tours and all kinds of other ways to travel. You don't always have to go to a physical school to go to college. You might just want to take some kind of course, a dancing course, or you may want to volunteer, or you may want to make some new friends. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I'm too old to make new friends. I'll stick with the old ones I've got." Well, I'm all for sticking with my old friends, but I'm also always open to making new friendships at every stage and every age of my life. Some people say, well, I'm too old to dress attractive. I'll dress like a grandmother or a grandpa. Well, if you like dressing like a grandma or grandpa, great. I'm all for that. And yet, if you want to dress a little bit different with some high heels and a shorter skirt, not too short, but a shorter skirt, and I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Some women say, well, I shouldn't let my hair grow long because, well, I'm old. Well, who cares? If you want long hair, let your hair grow long, or if you want it short, let it be short. Be comfortable. And I believe that most things, pretty much at one level or another, we can do pretty much at all ages. Age is not really a barrier unless we let it be a barrier. Yes, sometimes we have to modify how we do things based upon our age. And yet, I went back to college at age 62. I am not going back for a career. I'm going back for fun and enjoy and to be an eternal learner. But I went back to college. My phone is ringing. I'll talk to y'all soon again. Love you much. May God bless you. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.